Hey guys, it's Voiceover Jay, and welcome to our Carnival Breeze ship tour from our cruise in September 2018. Starting as we usually do with some beautiful, beautiful panning shots of the lobby. This, of course, is where all of the musical entertainment happened. This is a steel drum player. We had the violin trio here, ballroom dance classes, all sorts of fun entertainment. And there's just a little bit of a different feel to this lobby. They have sort of these floating lantern decorations going on. And of course you have the guest services desk and the Carnival Adventures Shore Excursion desk. Moving forward on deck 3 into the Ovation Theater, the main show lounge. You can see they have those nice long benches with the table setups, which are our favorite. A few shiny metal poles to get in the way of your viewing, but not too bad. Some cozy little couch type seating in the back. And this theater does take up decks 3, 4, and 5, so there's some shots of the balcony. Looking forward to the stage. Here we are entering on deck 5, looking up towards some seating you can go up to there. There's also a little, kind of a strange little bar seat there. And here this is panning down to the staircase which takes you out to deck 4, so you can enter the balcony from deck 4 or deck 5. And this is sort of stadium style theater fold down seating up there. Just some more panning shots from above, because I do like those. One more shot just showing where you can take the stairs up to exit on deck 5 or take the stairs down to exit on deck 4. So keeping ourselves on deck 3 for now, moving back to the Sapphire Dining Room, which is the middle dining room. We were not in this one, so I didn't get a whole lot of footage from it. This is when we went in for the galley tour. I managed to grab a few shots. And this does consume deck 3, and then deck 4 is the balcony. There we are looking up to the balcony level now. There's some blue lighting, which is why I guess it gets that sapphire name. And some chandeliers and fanciness and a staircase. Moving all the way aft to the Blush Dining Room. This is the dining room that we had for our assigned dining seating time thing. Some different looking chandeliers in there. We had sort of the hanging LED chandeliers, and they would change colors and all during the waiters dancing and the entertainment portions. Some orange colorations, which I guess is why they call it blush. Again, this one does take up deck 3 and deck 4. Here we are on the balcony. I believe this was for a tea time because our main table was down on deck 3. So here in the back of deck 4, we have the Warehouse Video Arcade, which I have to say this was probably, I would say it's definitely the largest arcade we had ever seen on a ship. This thing just went on forever and ever. All sorts of games. So you peek around the corner, there's even more games. And you can just see right down this big long stretch. All sorts of crane games, video games. They do have the Pac-Man air hockey. There's some Ghostbusters. All sorts of good stuff going on, but tons of fun there. Moving forward on deck 4 now down the promenade past the youth activity areas. We have sort of these little art galleries that are on the walls here and tucked into stairwells. We did stop and do a little admiration of the art. Quite a few of these stairwells seem to have the art in them. And there's a conference center right there, which we didn't explore, but this is the Thrill Theater, which is the 4D experience. They have multiple levels of, I guess, how scary the things are. And a quick shot down a probably barely readable showtime list. Little fun hub sort of stuck in there on the promenade as you continue down, and some more art. Yeah, it's weird, just the little hallways getting to the elevator lobbies just packed with all these artworks you can buy. We do have a library bar, which we technically only explored half of it. You can see here we are entering. This was embarkation day, so they still have the covers on the wine machines, but they do have self-serve wine underneath there. And books and games and all sorts of things like that for some nice chill downtime. If you look out that door, there is another section of the library bar that was through there, but we didn't realize that and didn't go into that section. One thing I do like about the atrium, here we are back again on deck 4, is they do have this little bar area with some stools overlooking some of the other ships and more modern ships we've been on. They don't have seating around the atrium on like deck 4 and deck 5, so that's something that we do enjoy seeing whenever we see it on a ship, if that makes sense. Here we've moved up to the Pixels Gallery. That was the Dreams studio portion, but the Pixels Gallery, everything is digital on here. They don't do the printed copies anymore, but this is just showing all sorts of stuff you can buy, you know, water protective cases for your phones, and snorkel masks, and picture frames, and Bluetooth speakers, all kinds of stuff. Then just some random shopping now on deck 5 up at the fun shops. This was just sort of a general merchandise and souvenir store. And most of the stores on the Breeze are just sort of open and flowy. They may have 3 entrances, but all the stores just flow into each other. You'll see rum cakes and shirts and all sorts of decorations. Tote bags. Good stuff. Hoodies. Gotta love a good hoodie. Hats, but none of those will fit my big noggin. Waves Surf Shop. Again, just kind of surf apparel. This was where they had the $10 section in here. Portside Liquor and Tobacco, which if that is over to the right hand side, but you see if you turn left in that entrance, you actually come into the Perfumery, so where they have a perfume, obviously. But all these stores, like I said, just flow into each other. Funnel gear, again, more just souvenirs, things that say Carnival, photo frame, shot glasses, anything you want for all your folks back home when you're too lazy to get off the ship and shop and get a little naughty. How about that? Cherry on top, of course, is the candy store. Some of the more modern ships do have ice cream, but this one does not have that in the cherry on top. They do have the wine, champagne, and flowers section. All sorts of boxed candy and loose candy that you can buy by the pound. We did not get any this trip, but we have in the past. The Shore Excursions department does have a little thing set up in here where you can buy lanyards and snorkel masks and rash guards and water shoes and all sorts of stuff. I've been noticing that more in the cherry on top. They seem to have little extensions of their stuff there. Then again, overlooking into the atrium from deck 5, that was the string trio that just whooshed by. Empty dance floor. I'm sure this was embarkation. Oh, actually, it would have been more busy on embarkation. Not sure what day that was where no one was on the dance floor. Love those panning atrium shots. And again, with the floating lantern type decor. Love it. And right off of those, actually on a few of the decks, they have the sort of a fun hub station, the little kiosks where you can check your sail and sign balance and all that stuff. This is just a stroll through the casino. We didn't do much in the casino on this trip, but just a couple of shots we grabbed while walking through. Cash Crane, always a winner. Here we are again, sort of on the same path, a different day. Hey, Cash Crane again. And guess what? Just walking through on a different day with slightly more people. Passing by the Pixels Gallery on deck 5, this is just a bunch of little stations where you can, see your pictures and purchase them, which you can actually do on the Hub app as well. So, very convenient. Moving on deck 5 toward the Ocean Plaza and Lanai area. This is where, well, that's the Lanai out there. They have whirlpools and whatnot. Ocean Plaza, of course, has a little stage where the entertainers will play trivia and all sorts of things. Actually, here we are getting ready to do some trivia. This was sort of the hub of activity. They do have this little area over here called Light Lunch where you can pick up soup, chips, wraps, salad, stuff like that. Very convenient when you're enthralled in some trivia and don't want to go to Lido Deck. Looking across there to the Alchemy Bar. We didn't do too much with the Alchemy Bar, but hey, it does exist. There it is. Since this trip, we have discovered the Alchemy Bar, and it is delicious. I don't know that was an Alchemy menu. It's not one of those light-up menus, but anyway. Plaza Cafe, of course, the coffee shop. And they have all those delicious-looking desserts. And delicious-looking coffees. You can also pick up a copy of the Fun Times and Morning Trivias there most days. Again, with the delicious-looking desserts. So good. In the mornings, they do have free pastries here, but of course everything we're showing you right now is the pay pastries. Moving outside on deck 5, we have Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue, which is open usually on sea days for lunch and is free. That, of course, was some shots when it was closed, but here it is open. Look at everybody working hard, making all that delicious food. They got pulled pork, they got chicken, they got brisket, they've got sausages, all sorts of sides. We've had a couple of hit or miss experiences with them, but overall it is usually a good meal. Bonsai Sushi, of course, we have not had in a while, but we have eaten at Bonsai Sushi a couple of times. Very good. We like to get the sushi boat, because you say you can eat on a boat while you're on a ship. They are a quick, probably not very easy to read shot of the menu. Red Frog Pub right here on deck 5 as well, next door. They usually have some sports playing. Here's some of the outdoor seating from Red Frog Pub on deck 5. But you can usually catch a game. They have the specialty, beers and things in there. And the decor, it's always just a cool vibe inside the Red Frog. There's a little stage over there in the corner where people can play. And they used to do the thing, I'm assuming they still do it, where if you are the first one to visit the Red Frog on your sailing, you get a free beer. Haven't seen that in a while, but I assume they still do that. Liquid Lounge was their club. This one was actually really cool. They had this sort of space age. It always makes me think of like Get Smart, how you go through these automated doors and things to get into the club, but very purple themed, very chill. Cages to dance in, of course, because, you need that. DJ booth and a bar and just very cool feel. I say a very cool vibe, because some of the nightclubs are called Vibe, but a very cool vibe about the Liquid Lounge. And I just like purple. I don't know why. I'm a fan of purple. And then exiting out the Liquid Lounge on the other side, heading outside, we found one of the whirlpools out on the lanai. Did not get in, because, we were fully dressed, but cool to see. Piano Bar 88, also done in a nice dark blues, has a very nice vibe. It's also kind of very open to the hallway, but still very nice. I always like when they have the bar that kind of looks reminiscent of piano keys. They have some that look like an actual piano, but I like this kind of stylized one. But all sorts of evening activities in here, sing-alongs and trivia parties and things. Good times to be had in the piano bar. And good chairs to be had and sat upon. Fahrenheit 555 or 555 Steakhouse. We did not eat in the steakhouse on the Breeze. We have since, but not this particular one, so we just snuck in and grabbed a few shots and hard-to-read menus. Limelight Lounge is the one all the way in the back of Deck 5 on the Breeze, and this is where you have comedy and special presentations and things like that. This was a journey sailing, so we had the extra seminars and things that would happen. But very avocado-y looking and burgundy and kind of cool. The seats were not the most comfortable in the world, but, they'll do. It's a seat. It's better than standing. Moving up to Deck 10, the Lido deck, starting here on what they call the beach pool area, which is the main pool. They have the big movie screen where you can catch the movies on deck, all sorts of cozy loungers. We have all sorts of food options, and there's the Red Frog and Blue Iguana bars out here, which I'm sure we'll see in a second. Lots of shots of the screens. There we go. There is the Blue Iguana tequila bar. Quick shots as we walked by. Hey! And we have quick shots. That was the Towel Hut, actually, and then moving by the Red Frog rum bar. They have cool souvenir glasses and things and specialty drinks you can pick up there. Guy's Burger Joint, of course, free, usually open for lunch, usually open till about 6 o'clock, actually. And all sorts of toppings over on the toppings bar. I usually get mushrooms and pickles and stuff. There's a little taps where you can get your ketchup and your sauces. Blue Iguana Cantina, always good for a nice breakfast burrito. They've got lunch burritos, lunch taco bowls. You can see there one of the taco bowls, because, taco bowls. They also have tacos. How many times can you say taco? Moving backwards on Deck 10 through the seating area for the Lido Marketplace. A few shots, mostly of breakfast. Lots of breakfast items. We didn't get up here too much for lunch, but always a good spread up here. Salad bar, All kinds of good desserts. They did have the upgraded good cakes on the Breeze. Pretty to look at and actually tasting good. Dessert approved. We also have the Mongolian wok as a free lunch option. You pick whatever you want, put it in your bowl, and they'll stir fry it up for you with a sauce of your choice. The deli is also there on Lido. The menu changed not too long ago to where most of the things are sort of prefab and they just kind of pop them in and toast them for you, but they have been known to make a few substitutions and things from time to time. Passing one of the beverage stations, headed back out to the Tides pool area, which is the aft pool. And here we are looking over at the Pizza Pirate, the 24-hour pizzeria. You can always find pizza and ice cream 24 hours on any Carnival vessel. Look at all those pizzas and Caesar salad. Oh, the Tandoor. The Tandoor has recently been removed from the Dream Class ships, so this is no longer on the Carnival Breeze. From what I'm hearing, they have replaced it with a seafood shack, which is a pay option. The Tandoor was free. We have the Tides pool, the aft pool, just kind of a few pans around, looking up at the whale tail there. Still missing my Tandoor. We have the Tides bar here in the back. This was in the dark, obviously, and they do have a pour-your-own beer station. Used to see those in the Red Frog pub a lot, but kind of cool to see. We have Cucina del Capitano, which has a pasta bar, which is free for lunch. So we did go check that out. We have not tried the dinner at Cucina just yet, but cool ambiance in there, and good pasta. You basically just pick what you want, your type of pasta, your sauce, your add-ins, and they'll just make it for you, custom order. Nice and fresh. And they have bread and salads. And cool chandeliers looking back down toward the Lido deck. Moving up to deck 11 on the exterior, this is just panning down from the water park, looking at the main pool back there in the center again, the beach pool. A few more random panning shots. I am a fan of the pan shot. Exterior on deck 12, starting from the back, we have all of the outside workout equipment. You can see a little shot there of the full court basketball back there. More workout equipment here on the side, which Dee is always more than happy to test. Again, with the basketball court, full court basketball. And they do also have soccer/football goals in there and balls, so you can play whatever sport you choose. And the mini golf right here. We did not play mini golf on this trip, but we did admire the mini golf, and I do love the hole with the whale tail on it. And they also have pool tables, foosball tables, cool little seating areas, kind of a cool place to hang out in. We didn't hang out in it much, but hey, it's there. Ropes course as well. Looking down on the main pool area from deck 12, just checking out the loungers and the pool. We always like deck 11 for our movie watching experience, but 12 is also an option in the open air, looking up toward the water park and the two slides. And moving up to deck 15, we have the Serenity area. All kinds of cozy couches, hammocks, beds. Very nice place to hang out. There's the bar, which always does have like a little water station. You can stay hydrated. And whirlpools up on Serenity. Or spas. I'm not sure if you really call them hot tubs, whirlpools, or spas. There were some of those clamshell chairs, and then of course ending with a glass elevator shot, which it stopped on the wrong floor. We got interrupted and had to put an awkward edit in there and continue to the end. So thanks so much for watching our Carnival Breeze ship tour. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you haven't seen the vlogs from this vacation already, you can find those on our channel. But if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, become a Paromaniac today, socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and until next time, rock on!